Welcome back to Insight. As promised, Olivia's joined us. We're going to talk about healthcare literacy. So let's talk about what's health literacy. What is that term? I feel like we hear that term a lot. It's kind of a buzz term. What does it mean, really?
So basically, health literacy is the understanding and use of healthcare information. Like when your doctor tells you a certain diagnosis or something, it's understanding exactly what they're talking about.
I actually Googled it.
Yeah.
When we said we were going to talk about it, I Googled it and I was like, okay, so why does it matter? You know, what does this mean? Why does it matter? For somebody who hasn't Googled it yet, why is health literacy so important to us? Why do we need to, know what that means when our doctor says your diagnosis is terminal? I'm making stuff up now, but.
Yeah. It's important because, obviously making any healthcare decision is important because it has to do with your health. It could be life or death in some cases. So I guess understanding completely what they're talking about, if they say a big word or something and you don't understand it, you shouldn't just leave the appointment assuming you know what they're talking about. That can lead to some bad decisions maybe.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if we don't understand medical terms, if we're confused by that, I guess in my head I'm thinking that makes us be unsure. Honestly, it makes me feel dumb. It really, it makes me feel dumb, and then I feel like maybe I can't ask a question because
I think
I'm not smart enough.
I think a lot of people are in your boat. I think it's very common to not ask certain questions when you're at an appointment because you think you should already know it. I feel like a lot of people think that, but you could be the smartest person in the world and still not be health literate. And that is because a lot of times when you're diagnosed with something, your emotions might take over and you're instantly like, you can't think of what to do or what to do about it. So it's really important to make sure you know your terms. And if you don't, always ask. Don't be afraid to speak up because if you don't know, then you're probably going to make a wrong decision.
Right. That term, there is no such thing as a dumb question.
So true.
Is really true. Even though in that situation, you don't feel that way.
No, you don't. And I've been there. I think we've all been there. When a doctor says something and you're confused or not understanding exactly what they're talking about, I think it's really common for someone just to leave the appointment and be like, okay, and then not leave, not understanding completely. And that's not okay. You definitely need to speak up and make sure you know exactly what they're telling you so you're not confused or uncertain about what's to come.
So how can we improve that? How can we make ourselves more health literate?
Yeah, so for the provider, I would say don't use such big words. I feel like that can throw a lot of people off, especially me. I know for sure if they're throwing huge words my way, I'm just going to be sitting there like, so
that deer in the headlight look, you have that,
right. So they definitely should use more common day-to-day words. And then if you are the patient, I would say, like I said, speak up. If you don't understand something, do not be afraid to ask and make sure you know exactly, get the clarification they're telling you and make sure you know exactly what they're saying. I feel like one of the biggest things is Facebook today, especially right now with COVID. There is so much going on Facebook, opinions and everything. Yes, it's okay to have your own opinion. No, it's not okay to listen to every single person's opinion you see on Facebook. You definitely need to listen to healthcare providers and people that know what they're talking about rather than maybe your neighbor who's posting their opinion, which again is fine, but it's not always going to be accurate.
Doesn't make it fact.
No, so definitely stay away from Facebook if you're looking for some information.
That is a running joke at my house. Well, I read it on the internet.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make it true?
Right.
Come on
Not
now.
always.
Facebook is facts, right?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely
no,
not.
it is not.
No,
it is not
stay away
facts.
from Facebook. For sure.
Go find real information. You have to think, too, that the invention of like WebMD and all these other things on the internet have just got to make physicians cringe because we all think we're physicians now.
Right.
Because,
oh my gosh. Facebook is all everything. It's information about what doctors may or may not think, and
we should probably do real research. And
absolutely, absolutely.
Well, we want to talk about becoming healthcare advocates. We're going to do that with Sylvia when we come back. We'll be right back.